I think the President mentioned a figure up to the next 5 years, maybe up to 800 billion. Obviously, the terrible situation in Ukraine, I think we've sent 177 billion since 2022. And then, of course, most of the EU countries are NATO, and that's more billions. So the question is, do we have to be careful to balance the billions on military, and then when you look at the 21% of the EU population who are at risk of poverty or social exclusion? So how do we balance that, or how do we tell our citizens, you know, how do we justify this huge amount of money that we're spending in terms of military?
We need to speak very clearly. What does it mean, what my colleague have said, you know, if we are not prepared for the war? So we are not able to keep, you know, to defend peace. And if we are not able to defend peace, then we have not 21% under poverty, but perhaps, 100% of people, and death and suffering and so on and so on. So that's very clear. You know, defense is a public service in general. So, and very, 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 how to say, very fundamental. If we do not have peace, then everything else is, you know, not matter so as very important. That's the issue. And in general, member states understand what they need to do. They pledged during NATO summit in Hague to spend 3.5% till, you know, raising up spending till 2035 up to 3.5%, and 1.5% additionally for issues related with defense. So it's really a big amount of money is coming into defense. We need to understand it's very easy to forecast if member states will fulfill those pledges, and I hope that they will do. So during the next 10 years, there will be around of 6.8 trillion euros spent by member states for defense. So this is really what, you know, what member states agree to do. And that is what is very much needed.
If I can add to that. So, of course, every government needs to spend on education, social affairs, everything. You know, the needs are enormous. The trouble is that, you know, if you have infrastructure attacked, if you have, schools and hospitals attacked like they are right now in Ukraine, all of this doesn't matter if you're not able to defend what you have. Now, the trouble with the defense spending is that you need to invest in defense when you don't need it. So it's very hard to explain to the people when we actually need it.